Yes, people. How are we all doing? Welcome all back to the channel for the first post-mortem, really, of the season. Liverpool absolutely destroyed last night by Atalanta, 3-0 at Anfield. Easily the worst performance of the season. A lot to dissect. Going to be here for about an hour or so. Plenty to talk about, plenty of players to really get our teeth into and question, because yesterday was a really poor showing. But before we properly get into this, people, if you're new here, make sure you're hitting that like button, you're hitting that subscribe button, and you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any more content. So, where to begin? I think we'll start with the lineup that went into that game. Kelleher, Gomez, Konate, Van Dijk, Tsimikas, Endo, Maka, Jones, Elliott, Gakpo, Nunez. That's a lineup that is a bit rotated, 100% rotated, but that's a lineup that should still be good enough on an Anfield night to get the job done, especially against Atalanta, who are a good side, and I'll touch on why I've always thought they were a good side in a bit, but they're a good side, and what we saw yesterday was a well-oiled machine expose what's been coming for a while with us. We've not performed well for a large part of the season. We've not had, stellar performances. We've had good performances. We've had okay performances. We've had decent performances. And we've had 1 to 2 pretty damn good performances. But ultimately, for the majority of the season, we've not played too well. But the difference is we've always just found a way to get over the line and get them results. Whether it be through last-minute winners or a strong defence holding out for 20 minutes. Whatever the argument is, we've always just this season found a way to get over the line. We didn't yesterday. We got absolutely battered yesterday. Destroyed. Could not put a glove to Atalanta at times. And it was the basics. Atalanta didn't do anything revolutionary. They didn't do anything so mind-blowingly fantastical tactically that we couldn't compete. What we saw yesterday was a team defend man-to-man. They just defended man-to-man and we couldn't handle it. And this is the big thing. Why I don't think we have anything going in terms of our build-up play from the back. When we take our time building up from the back, it's not there. We don't have a structure. We don't have a plan with it. When you're playing against man-to-man marking, you have to go through the lines and progress the ball quickly, decisively, directly. What we done yesterday was we would sit with Van Dijk and Konate and pass between them and then give it to Endo and pass between them. That's when Endo doesn't lose the ball by being pressed. Pass between. You do that when you're up against a defensive structure that is sat deep and moves side to side because you're trying to open up gaps. When you're against man-to-man, them gaps are never going to open if you don't move, because their entire structure is based around your positioning. So you need to move. You need to be quick. You need to pull them apart to get anything going. The impetus is on you. It's not on a mistake from them. It's on you being decisive. And we weren't. We were, I'm wrong. We were for one move. We were for about one move. In fact, no. If I'm going through it in my head, about three moves yesterday. We were decisive. You had the through ball from Curtis Jones into Darwin Nunez, who I will touch on later. You had the attack in which Mo Salah forced 2 saves. You saw a run from Nunez and a run from Gakpo, push through the lines, create something, and you saw the offside goal where it was good interplay between Diaz, Robertson, and McAllister. Robertson broke through because we were quick, decisive, we played through it, and all of a sudden you're in, he just plays the pass and Salah's offside. They were the only 3 times. Every single other time, We were indecisive. We were pointlessly stupid. We were mind-blowingly dumb. We were slow. We were lethargic. We were lazy. We were complacent. All the characteristics that don't befit a Liverpool team. Before I keep going now, big ups my guy Strasbourg, Steve. Thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Good morning to yourself. Well, it's not good morning. Good morning to you. It's a pretty shit morning for me because we gotta get through all this stuff. But I appreciate the support, mate. And you're just watching that defense. Let's start with the defense because that was the biggest shambles. Left backs. Who remembers the lovely narrative? It comes about every single season, this narrative as well. This isn't the first season it's come about. This narrative, this stupid, brain-dead, mind-numbing narrative comes about every single season. Should Tsimikas start over Robertson? No, he shouldn't. He is. Oh my god, he's so bad at the basics. He needs about 10 games to get himself into a condition where you can start him at left back regularly. There isn't 10 games left this season. He comes in today or yesterday and don't know what he did attacking wise. Didn't do anything attacking wise, to be fair. Let's be honest. He did not go attacking wise in any sense of the word. There was no quality from him in the final third. I don't even think he'd done anything in the final third. And defensively, the man is 28 years of age and still does not know how to get goal side of his man. 28. I swear, man. Some people must think Tsimikas is 23. The way they go on about him, Tsimikas, they must think he's 23. 24, maybe. He's 28. This is supposed to be his prime. And when he gets his opportunities, he makes brain-dead mistakes. Idiotic mistakes. Every single attack they had in that first half, you would watch the replay and you go, where's Tsimikas? Where's Tsimikas? He's 10, 15 yards up the pitch out wide, offering no support for the pass to start off with. He's not a good passing option in any sense of the word because he's out the way. And that means that when we do give the ball away, he cannot get back and he even jogs back. It's the basics, man. And yes, he hardly plays. I get that. But this is the point. When you are a rotation piece, when you do get your opportunities, like you got yesterday, take them. Grab them with both hands. Prove to the gaffer why you should be the starter ahead of Robertson or Gomez. Prove it. What you showed me yesterday was why I would not start Tsimikas for any game to end the season. If Robertson has to run himself into the ground, Robertson has to run himself into the ground. And Robertson's not much better in terms of certain things. He also likes a bit of a brain-dead moment where he rushes out to close down a man. But I trust Robertson. Robertson gives me what my attack needs at this point. Tsimikas, it's mind-blowing. And don't get this as just a Tsimikas hate. No. Konate and Van Dijk, two of our better players this season. Did they just forget how to hold a line yesterday? Did they just forget what, holding a line entails? It means you are like this. Not like this, or this, or this, or this. You are in a line. A line. Hold the line. We didn't hold the line. And every single time they got in behind us, they were catching us out. And one centre-back was playing them on. Canate's passing, poor. Van Dijk, his passing was all right, but it just never led to anything, did it? It's supposed to be the lead at the back. You're supposed to maintain the standards at the back. Didn't do any of that yesterday, did you? Right back. Joe Gomez. How Joe Gomez got 90 minutes yesterday is beyond me. Stop fucking shooting. Stop it. There is a reason you are 26 and have never, let me repeat, never scored a career goal, and you think it's going to come from a 40-yard screamer. I promise you it's not. I promise you, Joe, it's not going to come from a 30-yard screamer. It won't do. When you can't play 5-yard passes, I do not trust you to hit a 30-yard shot, arrow it into the top corner. Your first goal, if it's ever going to come, is going to be off your arse. It will be a corner. It will bounce around everywhere. It'll hit your arse. It'll go in the goal. That will be your first goal. Not a 30-yard half volley screamer or dropping from a corner. You curl it into the top corner. So stop shooting. And all the fans who sit in that stadium, all of them who sit in that stadium, especially fucking 2-0 down and go, shoot. I'm not for this ticket price increase, but for them, like, yeah. Up there, price is 200%. What are you doing? Why are you? It blows my mind. You know what? I have no issue with fans doing it if we're 3-0 up. If you're 3-0 up and you want to have a little bit of a laugh and go, hey, yeah, do it then. Not when you're 2-0 down. And he needs to stop shooting himself. That wasn't his only issue. Passing-wise, horrendous. Dribbling-wise, horrendous. How many times would Kelleher pick up the ball off a corner, throw it out to Gomez, and you go, right, counter-attacking opportunity. And Gomez just runs like he's in quicksand. He doesn't get anywhere. He's got go faster arms. He goes, but doesn't actually get anywhere. We don't get up the pitch further. He doesn't end up with a good final ball. You just end up seeing him try and body someone, stumble, and lose the ball. And you're going, oh. And that was the story of the entire game. And you're watching it. Unfold. And you're going, Jürgen, take him off. Jürgen, take him off. You've got Trent, you've got Bradley. Put any competent attacking right back on the pitch. But no, we stuck with Joe Gomez, who couldn't invert to save his life because he kept giving the ball away. Decided to shoot every time he got within 25, 30 yards of the goal. And couldn't create anything. And defensively was a shambles as well. Well done us. Midfield-wise, Wataru Endo, someone who's actually been quite good this season. Yesterday we saw his biggest problem. The man cannot receive the ball under any sort of pressure. None. Nil. Nada. Zero. Under no form of pressure can that man receive the ball. I'm going to actually look up the stats here. How many times was that man dispossessed yesterday? Oh, it says 0. That is bollocks. I watched that man lose that ball so many times in that midfield. There we go. 7. 7 separate times that man would receive the ball to feet and either misplace the pass or be pressed and lose the ball. I like Wataru Endo. I think he's decent. I think he does a job. I think in big games where you need a combative midfield, he's a good guy to have in there. Yesterday was not one of them games, and keeping him on for as long as you did was horrendous. His passing isn't great. It's not this fantastic deep-lying playmaker who can ping passes right, ping passes left, control tempo. He ain't that. He's never been that. He's never going to be that. He's 31 now. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yesterday, he was exposed to the highest level. And Jurgen Klopp did him a disservice by keeping him on. He should have been taken off at half-time. I saw him take Elliott off at half-time. Elliott was not the sub at half-time. Elliott was one of the best players. Elliott's creativity was actually one of the only things keeping us going in that first half. I'll touch on Elliott in a minute, properly. But leaving Endo on at half-time and taking Elliott off, No. McAllister, he was all right. The best midfielder on the day. Probably, but by his standards of what we've seen this season, not very good. But by the standards that the team set yesterday, one of the better players. Take of that what you will. But I'm not going to go really deep into him. I thought he'd done a lot of the simple things right, but again, the team was so deeply rooted with problems. What can you do? Curtis Jones. You know me, I'm a big Curtis Jones fan. Yesterday was bad. Yesterday was really, really bad. Played a good through ball for Nunez, who Lord only knows why he's chosen that finish. Beyond that, I think he done. There was no drive. There was no creativity. There was nothing from. He was one of the halftime subs that I did agree with. I did agree with taking him off at halftime. Yeah, it's just he's got a little bit more leeway since this was like his first start after the injury, but still, it wasn't a great start. Really wasn't a great start, and there's got to be questions asked. Left wing Gakpo. I thought Gakpo was actually our best player on the night. I've been arguing and 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 arguing for Gakpo left wing. And if you know me and Hassam, you know that I've been telling him he's a left winger. We bought him as a left winger. Play him on the fucking left wing. What did he do? Play him on the left wing. You played him on the left wing. You played him on the left wing. And what did we get? One of his best performances of the season. Let down by others yesterday, Gakpo. Let down by others. 5 chances created, 2 big chances created, a load of dribbles, a load of creativity, fouled the most times, won the ball back about 5 or 6 times. He was the only forward that was actually trying to create anything. The only one who's trying to do anything yesterday. He can hold his head up high. He's the only one, then. He's the only one who can sit there after that game and go, you know what? I done what I asked of him. I done what I asked of him. Elias. Very unlucky with his shot, by the way. That was a really good effort to hit the bar and then the post and went out. Again, I just don't think that when he's on the right wing, we necessarily play to his strengths. Because this team and the way it's played for 9 years doesn't suit a winger like him. He's a winger who needs to sit out wide, receive ball to feet, drive inside, create. That's what it needs. Do you know what we get at the minute with him? Balls in behind. Harvey Elliott is a lot of things. He's not quick. Harvey Elliott is not quick. Let's not kid ourselves here. Harvey Elliott is not this rapid winger who's, going to outpace Kyle Walkers of this world or the Van Dijks of this world. He's not that. So why do we insist on only giving him the ball in behind the defensive line, low the top through balls between, and ask him to run onto them? By the time he gets there, the defense is back. The defense is back. And he can't do anything. The times that he was good yesterday, he was dropping in, dropping deeper, receiving the ball, taking on a man, driving into the middle, and putting in a crossover, playing a through ball. And he does that very well. He's very good at that. His decision making at his age and his quality of pass at this age is very good. So start using his strengths, even if that means you're playing in midfield. I don't think midfield is necessarily his best position in this type of system. But if you're going to keep playing him as a winger in that way, midfield has to be his best spot, because God only knows the way you treat him on the wing is maniacal and stupid by his attributes. By his attributes, he's not a winger. So stop playing him there. Stop. If you're not going to adjust how this team sets up, when he's on the right wing, stop playing him on the right wing, because it's utterly pointless. It is utterly pointless. And up front, Darwin Nunez. I've been a defender of Darwin Nunez. I said there's a lot to like about what Darwin Nunez does. Yesterday was just a tipping point for me. I need sorting out these last 7 games, or serious questions have to be asked. It's 2 years now, Darwin. And all you've shown me in these 2 years is you are incredible at making the incorrect decisions. It's actually remarkable how many incorrect decisions you make. Even the goals that you score, you make the incorrect decision. You just sometimes get away with it. That through ball that you got yesterday from Curtis Jones, beautiful, delightful, absolutely delightful. All you have to do is let it run across your body, open your body up, curl it far corner. Or all you have to do is take a touch, go around the goalkeeper, tap into the empty net. What you don't do is try and chip the goalkeeper with your right foot with the insole, with the inside of it. That's his finish. That is never going to work. So why did you do it? Why? And people say, oh, well, he's got a good mentality. He's got a good mentality, lads. He sits there and goes, oh, unlucky, I'll get the next one. Oh, unlucky, I'll get the next one. Oh, unlucky, I'll get the next one. When's this next one going to come? When is this next one going to come? Because you sit there and go, oh, I'll get the next one. The next one is the next one. Not 3 games' time. Not 3 games' time. The next one is the next one. I know he's had a good season goal scoring wise. Not got GAY, sorry. GAY, he had a good season. He's got 30. But in the big moments, like yesterday, I'm not going to say you never turn. You have turned up a point. I'm back. This fucking. You do turn up in some big moments. In some big moments, Darwin Nunez turns up. But it's not enough. It's not consistent enough. The ratio of difference between the moments you turn up and make it good and the moments you don't is simply not good enough for how much you cost and for the position you're in, for the team you're in. It's simply not enough. It's not. And again, second half, mischance. The link-up is decent at times. It is. I'm not going to be completely harsh on him. The link-up at times is decent. At points, he does some things really well. Are we back? Oh, mate. Everything's just gone wrong. On my PC, StreamYard's just not even doing it. So we're on my phone now. You're going to have a mic in the way whilst I try and get everything back up. It's just... I can't even remember what point. I was on about Nunez, weren't I? His ratio of big games turned up in versus big games not is absolutely horrendous. And it's for the amount of money he's cost, for the role he's got in the team, it's simply not enough. Substitutes. Robertson actually all right. But Robertson done a lot of things decently well. Is he have not declining, but have we seen a drop off? Yes, we've seen a drop off from him this season. But ultimately, he's performed pretty well in recent games. He's given us what we need, and at points like yesterday, he's that driving force that we need to get the ball up, because yesterday we weren't progressing the ball very well. Because you lack Trent Alexander-Arnold, you don't progress the ball at the pitch through passing. You have to do it through drives, because God knows, for some reason, we just refuse to pass the ball forwards in a timely manner. So what that means is you have to find individual players who can bomb on and do something. And that's 2 players for us. That's Soberslide, that's Robertson. What that means, though, is by the time these players have done 3 or 4 drives, they're fucking goosed. They're goosed and they can't do much more. And the rest of their performance is marred by the fact that they are tired and they are burnt out and they ultimately aren't doing much beyond that. I think I'm back on your PC. Give me a minute. Way, we're back. Thank you. Oh, no, no!